I'm going to do a short video here on how to replace or remove and install the shift paddles on a B9, A4, and or second generation Audi Q7 2016 and up. Already got the airbag removed. There's several videos online on how to remove that, but basically you have to turn the steering wheel to approximately this position here in either direction, and then you put in a screwdriver from the backside into a hole that you poke in through here, and then you pull up on it on the backside, and that engages with the spring here. The spring you see here, where my index finger is, and you're pushing that spring inward when you're putting the screwdriver in from the backside, and that releases each side of the airbag. So you got to turn it one way, release that side of the airbag, and then do the opposite side and do that, and then return it to center. So once we've got that done, we can now remove this plastic surround to then remove these buttons, which they cover up a screw that holds each of the shift paddles in there. So we'll be right back. All right, so next we have to dislodge this trim that holds this harness that connects the left side buttons to the right side buttons, and basically it's kind of latched into the foam here on this side. Same on this side, and there's a couple of tabs on the bottom, or sorry, on the top here, that also latch it into place. The lighting is not very good. You're going to try to improve that a little bit, but there's a couple of those little tabs on the very top here that that latch with some grooves in the steering wheel there. As you can see, those two grooves, and then the sides, these sides here latch into here, and vice versa on this side here. You can see they latch in. You have to be a little careful. You got to like bend them inward, pull it up. Same on that side, and then carefully pull it away here. Now move this out of the way and get to the buttons. Okay, so now that we have this bezel off that onto which this upper wiring harness runs, we're going to remove those buttons, and they have a little tab you can just see under here. I'm going to try this side here. Better light perhaps. There is a little tab that we have to pull out in the center there. Again, difficult to see, but I'm going to try my little 90-degree pick in there to try and remove it, or try to pull the buttons out like that. Okay, so what we've got to do is we got to pull up very carefully and alternate side to side on the top here. So I used a 90-degree pick basically here and here to pull up to release these two little pegs from the holes in there and there, and then there's a tab on the right here that engages with the steering wheel there. I wasn't so lucky on the left side here. I ended up breaking off one of the tabs, which I'm going to go glue back on now. I just didn't pull it out straight enough. I was pulling too much on the top and broke off one of the little pegs here on this set of buttons. But nonetheless, I'll go and glue this back together and put it back on. So yeah, once we got this off, we can see here there's each of the Tiptronic whatever shifter paddle buttons is connected to the back of each of these right there, and same on the back side of this one here. So we'll disconnect that, and then we're able to replace those paddles. So there's a T20 screw holding the right through here and here that hold each of the paddles on, and the paddles have a bit of a little hook there, so when you're pulling them out from the back side, you kind of turn them back and slide them out. So I got one out here. I'll put another one in a second here from my spare steering wheel I got. So I've got one paddle in already, easy as cake again. T20, and then pull the switch out and put the new one back in, route the wire through this little tab there to hold it in place, and then now we'll go do the other side. Okay, so engaging these little pegs back into their holes is a bit of work. I ended up actually breaking the one on this side here, glued it back in, and I'm just installing it. But yeah, basically when you're pushing these switches back in, like I said, in the removal, there's a tab here that gets pushed into a little groove on the steering wheel. Then you almost have to push the peg in a bit and or pull out the foam a bit, because they're off almost you know, a good 3/16 of an inch, you know, 4 or 5 mil. So if you try to push them right in, they'll just dig right into the foam right here on both sides. So you kind of have to almost push the plastic in, bend the pegs in a little bit to get them into those holes. But anyways, they're in now. And even after I had broken this one, gluing it seems to have held up just nicely. They're all sitting nice and flush, and back again engaged with a little tab, which I'm going to try to show here. That little tab there that I'm kind of pointing at. I'll try it with this here. So they're engaged here, which is good. They're in all the way. I'm just going to now put this bezel around here and put this harness in the bezel, and be right back. Okay, so now I've got this bezel on with this wiring harness that goes between the left and right switches installed. Just got to make sure you get it all tucked in behind the bezel here. Same with this little two gray wire harness here. Get it flat in behind here so that this doesn't pinch it. And then these here lock in. There's a little tab that locks in. Same with this little harness here on the right side, covered in the tape. I'll router it as the way it was. And now we're going to connect the airbag and test everything before pushing the airbag all the way in. All right, now I've tested all the controls to make sure everything still works good, and everything's working good. So I got the airbag ready to go in. I'll just push it in on both sides, and that's that. It's all back in, you know, the good gaps all the way around. Yeah, and everything works. Got my replacement buttons there, and that's that. Thanks for watching.